Hi, Dark. How are you tonight? Can you hit the like button when you fly in? Thank you. Derek, sound relaxing. About to see what you got on the menu for tonight. How you feeling? I'm feeling pretty good. How are you tonight, Dark? How's everything going? I definitely appreciate you flying in. It's been like a long, dragged out day for me. It's like, can my day get any better? I need my day to get better. I really do. Thank you, Derek. Thank you for being the first one to fly in. Thank you for being the first one to like, and thank you for being the first one to comment. So that gave you all three of the ones. First one to like, first one to fly in, and first one to hit the comments. So that's a special number. Doc say no complaints, just working on content really. Oh, okay. What do you do with your content? What kind of content do you have? Is Dark Reacts? Oh, Dark. How you doing? I didn't even realize it was you. How's everything going? I was just about to say, what kind of content? And I looked again. How's everything going? You still over there catching me in lies? Dark say, I'm a special kind of guy. Oh, you doing your reactions? Did you get a hold of my video yet? You didn't react to me yet? Or was it boring? Was my video that boring? I thought you would have done reacted by now. Y'all, you know what? I go to so many different, I had to take my purse off. I've been on so many stages, and you won't believe every one of them I go to, they always look forward to me coming back. I say, why do people not like me? Why do they like me and why don't they like me? Why when they like me, they act like they, child, I say, my God to be. Y'all know when I say my God to be what they mean. Bunch of knuckleheads. I get so sick of knuckle sandwich heads. Hey, Doc say, pretty good, actually. And I'm going to do yours and I'm going to tag you. Oh, you think you can handle me like that, Doc? Okay. Play those games if you want to. Hey, Dark. I'm letting everybody know I'm live. You got the right. Now, here's this, though, Dark. Now, just remember this. I don't got no problem with what people say to me. Now, just remember this, Dark. The only problem is what I say back. Now, just remember, we friends. I don't know. Matter of fact, I'm not your damn friend, Dark. I'm not your friend, Dark. You want to do a reaction on me? It's going to be war, buddy. Hey, Dark, I say I got a feeling I'm going to end up doing that thing, that 20 versus 1. I'm going to be the only woman and all the men going to be trying to battle me in the conversation. They do it all the time. Everywhere I go, I honestly, no games, no joke. I do not like, I will sit on the panel with my women, hey girls, even though y'all out here to my men only live, y'all seen it say men only, pimpettes. If I have any of my parking lot pimps out there, I'm sure we got some pimpettes floating around somewhere, men. Y'all better make sure they don't tank this goddamn area, ladies. At this moment in time, pimpettes, because it does say men only man cave. And I am all woman. You better know it, you knuckle sandwich heads. Hey, Doc, that's why when I went on Kendra G, I said, man, I said, what's going on here? These was the simplest questions. Hey, Doc, you know what I got to do? I don't know. I think there was a comment. Somebody told me there was a comment that I wasn't going to do the, damn, I'm on my phone, that I wasn't going to sign up for the app. Doc, I signed up for the app, I think one day last week. If you see how many hits, and I haven't even been on it, all I know is my phone, you're going to hear the thing say ding, ding, ding. They dinging my ass up, ding, 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 ding. I say, who is these men on Kendra G reaching like ding, 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 they dinging my ass up. I say the way Kendra them tried to throw me under the goddamn, well, Frontal didn't try to throw me under the bus, her crew did. I said, if y'all don't sit y'all asses down, they got me over there trying to tell me something about being married and separated. No man what? All y'all black ass people in the black ass communities around the black ass neighborhoods, know y'all black ass family members be separated and they black asses still be married. Y'all sit y'all black asses down and y'all know it. Y'all know the only people get full-blown divorces is white people. Y'all gonna tell the truth. Just like white people got all the money and black people got the goddamn superstition. Don't put your purse on the floor. Don't let the black cat run in front of you. I mean, God, don't sweep people out your front door. I mean, goddamn, if you go with all these superstitions, you'll be over in Africa. I swear for God, y'all gonna be over in Africa as the new foreigner. Them people told me on them people's stage last night. I mean, I had a ball over there with them. I'll show y'all the clip. Or you go back and watch it. I think I screen recorded it. I learned how to do that one because I messed it up the day before. I said, man, the hell with that. If they want to see me, these people going to have to start finding me. Y'all going to be glad y'all know me one day. I'm ready for that day to start tonight. Oh, yeah. I forgot I was talking to Dark. Dark, what was we talking about? You know, I get off on a tangent like that. Oh, what we was talking about is Dark called himself, seeing me on the Kendra G and called me a liar in my goddamn face. I say, I'll be damn. That's how I was looking. I said, I'll be damn. And then it came in my face, you're a liar. You lied 3 times. I said, if you don't get your little dark reacting ass on, I say, what he's saying now, what they saying, what they got to say. And I always be the well-versed, hated friend one. You ever know anybody that's a hated friend one? I'm always a hated friend one. That's what I'm going to call myself, hated friend one. Let me write that down. A hated friend one. That's what I'm called. I don't know how I get to be the hated friend one. I'm always the hated friend one. But the one everybody could come to and talk to about everything. I say, damn, when people turn on you like that, they turn on your ass like wolves. I'm telling y'all, with Anton Massey, and you know this is my men only live men, and I'm only bringing it up because I have the right to, Kool-Aid. The only thing that I'm saying is this. People turn on you like wolves, man. I happened to watch it tonight, seeing it from the Facebook side. And it's only speculated because we don't know. But it's speculated that Anton Massey's own family turned him in. Not turned him in, but his own family gave the clues as to where he was at from the video. And I'm saying to myself, man, you can't trust nobody for real. You got to really, really, really find those people that's in your trust field. And if you could walk around them and you don't even have to put your radars up from the first second, them the ones you should trust. That's if you got that type of discernment about yourself. Because it don't take me long to figure out. I mean, some people done slip through the cracks here and there, but I caught them. But anyway, That goes out for my men. Hey, Temper. Temper flew in. Temper said, just passing. Hey, Temper, how you doing tonight? You know what, Temper? Thank you so much for always being so supportive. Temper will always make sure she just fly in. You know, whether we have to leave or not, Temper makes sure to fly in and let me know. So thank you. Thank you so much. I definitely appreciate you for flying in and showing me any kind of support. Doc said, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the Love of Dee Dee show. Listen, that's what I was saying too. The dating dilemma. Y'all, you listen. If y'all men think that I'm joking, I could show y'all. I could show you right now. I showed y'all all the time. Just here recently, I went to the corner store. The girl literally in there talking about, can I touch your ass? Go look at the short. And then I literally, okay, wait, what happened was I had just came from out the door. I had just pulled up. I seen some ladies standing around. I'm like, I feel like, I don't know them. I knew one of the ladies, and I definitely wanted to avoid her big and ass. Yes, I did, Donna. Anyway, I let them scatter and leave. So I'm thinking with my slick self, I'm thinking everybody gone. So I get out the car. Soon as I get out the car, the lady bone rushed me. I mean, she popped out just like that at me. And I said, okay, lady, yes. And so the lady said, I said, I'm up. She said, you the lady that, no, she said it like that. She said, I just wanted to ask you. She said, are you the one that, I didn't mean to say that, Temper, I apologize. And I was going to correct it. I know who you are, Temper. I apologize. I did say, and you know what? And I kept going. But I apologize for that. I know that you're a male, Temper. And I tried to correct it. So I apologize. Hey, Temper. Hey, Temper. Would you accept my apology, please? I definitely wouldn't have did that intentionally. This goes out to my favorite Temper of a Temper. And I just gave Temper all of those props and recognitions. I said one thing about Temper, as busy as Temper is, Temper always makes sure he fly in and let me know that he see me, because he do have other responsibilities. So you know what, Temper, I definitely appreciate you. I apologize for that. And thank you for accepting my apology. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Cause Temper, this is dedicated. Hey, la. Yeah, that went to Temper. Thank you so much, Temper, and I definitely apologize for that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Hey, Iron Wolf. Hey, you know what? Niels. Honestly, Niels, I truly need to talk to you. Thank you so much, Niels. You know what? I appreciate that. I had to apologize to Temper, so I had to give Temper it. I'm not being funny. I really, I think it's time, Niels. Like, I really do honestly need to talk to you about something very, very, very important. And I would definitely want to email you so that we can set that up. And I definitely appreciate you, Niels. Yeah. Because you came in. I appreciate that. And no, I'm not dancing to any music right now. It's nothing about any music. You know what I did? I just went to dancing. I don't know. It was something about Temper and Niels coming in, because these two men always make sure they come and support. So it was something about Temper came in and then Niels came in. It was, and you know what? The good thing about it is, what people don't understand, just like I said before, like I'm on my phone right now and I'm not on StreamYard, but just like I was saying before, like when I do my men only live, the reason why I don't I don't care about having a whole big crowd because it's coming. You better believe it. And when it comes, the price of gold ain't the same. I mean, there's a lot of things that's about to change, but I can tell you this. At the end of the day, you better know that when I'm up here talking, what I had to learn is that I'm up here talking to the men that I get to know. See, what people kind of mistake is, oh, you got to do this and you got to show this and you got to do that right there. You got no. That's not what you have to do. What you have to do is appreciate the people that's getting to know you. You got to appreciate the people that know you. So I had to make that clear when I did the men only man cave on Saturday. I said no, and I put all the names of my men up there. I say, so when you fly in and you see me talking, even if I'm rambling on, you better believe it's, if it's one of my men that always come and support me, and I definitely appreciate that, and I recognize them, and you see them on that panel, that's who I'm talking about. And as you're welcome into this man cave for my men only, then you would understand who I'm talking to. Because when my men come in, I can tell you different things about them, including my sister wife from Iron Wolf. That's Neil's. And that's also Temper. So both of these men, you know, I appreciate them coming support me. They come from the community over in G2K, and they also have their own channels as well. So listen, if I can, I'm going to make sure that I start dropping those links in the chat. But most of the time, everybody team up and they go over to G2K's community. So we're going to definitely be doing more where we start to lock these communities in a little bit better. So it's going to be so much for, it's just so much coming down the pipeline. And just me doing this small channel talent search, man. And remember, my small channel talent search, I am the one that pitched to the judge. If you got a small channel out there, I'm the one, if I see some interest in your channel, I'm going to go to bat for it. But I'm not the one that get the judge or vote. The men are the ones that's voting, not me. So just remember that. So even if you have a small channel, even if you know someone with a small channel, there's a couple ways that you can send that channel to me. You can drop it in the chat. I'm working that out for you. You can add me on a sticky note, which is, to me, I call it a sticky note. You can add me on a short with the information in it, and I'll enter that particular channel. But if you go over to community news, you definitely will see the rules. And that's for my men, and also that's for my ladies out there, because I know those parking lot pimpettes, you're out there. And welcome to everybody and anybody out there in my parking lot land. Y'all remember this. This is not a show. I have to tell people this every time I come on, because I'm not a show. I didn't make this stuff up. I did come here with my do-bang on. I do have my hoop solar earrings on. I do got my pinstripe, didn't go to jail jacket on. And I did throw some kind of Holly boop on me with me. The man, I went on the thing last night. The man was talking, they was over there talking about Africa. I say, they was over there talking about Africa. I say, and I done showed them my man right there. I had to step on that stage. They basically telling us over in Africa, man, they're telling us to go back over to Africa. And if we go over to Africa, we can this, we can that, and we can other. I said, my God, to be, it sound like a pyramid scheme to me. Like, what you trying to kick me out here? And now, mind y'all, people good and bad. We ain't talking about a white man sending us back to Africa. We talking about of black men sending us back to Africa. I say, well, I'd be goddamn. You gonna continue to send me over to Africa where I become the new foreigner? I mean, them people say she ain't originated. I mean, it's in her bloodline. How many centuries? I'm talking about century back on century. I'm talking about the centuries goddamn line so damn far back to the back. This is AD after death and BC before Christ. They done messed around and lost their damn mind. They done bumped their damn rabbit heads. You ain't gonna tell me to go over to Africa where I got to already start all over again, and over in the United States is really two races. Black and white. I mean, how and why would I go over there and fight with the black people on if I'm black or not? Oh, but now you get your ass over there. No, you American African. So I got to go over there. I already said there's a new race called black woman. Now you want me to go to Africa and become a new race called black African or black African American? I mean, what the hell? Why would I go all the way over there to Africa and get sensitive? I'm only telling y'all what the people tried to tell me last night. Oh, you could go over there and you could build and you can have wealth. Okay. So why all y'all over here? I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what the people are saying. I don't know how I go. All I'm telling y'all is they was telling us to go back over to Africa. And listen, I have no problems with Africa. I really honestly want to truly visit Africa. But I'm going to tell you the God's honest truth within me. I don't want to go over there and learn how to eat different foods. Hey, Ben. Ben says so much discourse was going on pertaining to that topic yesterday. Oh my gosh. Yes, Ben. How you doing, Ben? How's everything going? Temper say, I'll tag you in my next live. Yes, Temper, if you still there, please make sure you tag me. That will definitely help. I promise you that will help if you make sure you tag me. Because that's what I got to do. I'll be wanting to make sure that I support. So make sure you tag me in your next live. Hey, Stacy. Stacy say, you remember me? I remember you, Stacy. It's been a while. How's everything going if you're still out there? If you're not, I definitely appreciate you flying in. Yes, Iron Wolf said exactly. Let me go back up. Trying to, hey, listen. Oh, Dark said some things. I wanted to get back up here to Dark because I'm telling y'all, Dark is so funny to me too. Let me get Dark on the line. Wait a minute, because I want to see exactly what I'm responding to. Because tonight, this is my men only live. And guess what I'm doing? I'm going back to how it was before when I did my men only live. Guess what? I read every comment. And I'm about to read all these comments. And guess what this song told me to do? Take your time, don't you rush. I'm a dog, I'm a mud. That's my blunt sage. You said, take your time, don't you rush. Yay. Okay, I want to go back. I got to read everything that Dark said. Dark said, good evening. I'm relaxing, about to see what you got on the menu for the night. Dark said, how you feeling? I said, I'm doing good, Dark. How are you? Dark said, no complaints, just working on content, really. He said, I need to react to yours still. He's so lazy. You should have been reacted to me so I could have reacted you back within 2 minutes. But it was going to take you an hour long to watch that long video because you know how I get long-winded. Doc said, I'm a special kind of guy. Yeah, we know you're special. That's why you're still working on it because you're scared of that reaction video, you little scary cat ass. Doc said, pretty good, actually, and I'm going to do yours and I'm going to tag you. Tag me if you want to. Now, tag me if you want to. Doc said, they do panel topics every Monday. Who? Who do panel topic every Monday? Doc say, LOL, you could be my friend. You could be my friend. Oh, Lord. All y'all pimps. Did you meet anyone? You need to reply. I'm ready. I'm ready for the love of the Dee Dee show. You know what? I'm ready, too, for the love of the Dee Dee show. And then Temper flew in and Temper say, I'm just passing through. Thank you, Temper, again. I definitely appreciate you always passing through. Ben said, good evening, just passing by. Hey, Ben, thank you so much for passing by. Temper had to remind me that he's a male, but guess what? I already know you a male. I might have said female by accident. Iron was letting me know that I told him I needed to talk to him about something. Temper said, we good. Thank you, Queen. You welcome, Temper. Iron just let me know that I had a real beautiful soul. I definitely appreciate that. And he said, let's do it. No worries. Happiness need music. Yes, it does. And that's when Stacy let me know your robot remember me. So I definitely appreciate that. Ben say so much discord was going on pertaining to that topic yesterday. Yeah, so he's talking about yesterday. Yesterday I had the topic with Anton Massey, Carmelo Anthony, and Donald Trump. I blew their head off. I blew their head off because they always telling me, you're a racist, you're racist, my ass. I'm not a racist. I'm nowhere near a racist. I just see what I see and said what I said, but I'm not a racist. Like for me, I totally, honestly, and cold-heartedly agree with Trump. Some people are not going to like it, but I have nothing to do with that. When you go over to other countries, we do not automatically get citizenship. Why should you come here and be able to break the rules? And I agree with Trump. And I say, for all of those that feel like I'm a racist, I told you I like Trump and I don't like Trump. The only reason I don't like Trump is because Trump don't know how to play well with others in the sandbox. And then I started thinking about that. And I reminded myself that I don't play well with others in the sandbox either, especially when I'm getting down to business and I feel strong about it. So you can call me the Trump Beaster. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hashtag myself Trump Beaster. That's my hashtag too. I'm the new Trump Beaster. I like that. Or I might say I'm the new Trump Muscle. And I don't like Trump, but I like Trump. And people treat me like that, where they like me and they don't like me. They like me when I'm doing for them. And then when they want to feel intimidated by me and jealous like they are, they don't like me. That goes for males and it goes for females. Because I've seen it on both sides and it's disgusting. So I could go for Trump. I could go for half of Trump and don't like the other half. Trump does not play well with others in the sandbox. Kamala Harris did not show me that she could stand on her own 2 feet. She showed me that she was weak from the beginning. Ever since I looked at her, I've never heard her speak, never listened to any of her speeches. All I know is she looked very frumpy. And I felt like, first of all, you trying to be the first Black president female of the world. I'm going to need you to start dressing just a little bit more feminine. First of all, for me to support you. Because if I wasn't trying to support a man, then why are you dressed like one? I mean, I could go on with the list. I felt like she was being puppeted. Some people are not going to like that, but it's not for me to say it whether you like it. So guess what? I don't fit well in the sandbox with people because everything I say ain't going to hit home with all, and it ain't going to resonate with others until it hit them. I said, I need to stop doing stuff like that. So here's the guy, Dark Reactions. So, hey, Ben, Dark Reactions met me off of Kendra G. He followed me from the Kendra G show, and Ben said I told like 5 lies. I said, come on, dude. I told him, I said, react to the video then. Do what you got to do. And then I had to warn him. I say, wait a minute now. I say, if you want to like me and act like you like me, I say, it ain't never what you say to me. It's always what I say back. But you know what? I might be nice. And give him a run for his money, to see how long he could sit in the bubble. And if y'all see me outside of working, or not even outside of working, If I go on my date, even a virtual date, because I think I'll do virtual dates, would you please do me a favor and not talk about business? Please, you. She's a bad chick. Run it up. I don't even know why I feel good today. Did I tell y'all yesterday? And I'm not even going to cry and be all emotional and sentimental because y'all know I get like that at times. But yesterday, I had dropped my phone in water in the commode. And I got to the place to fix it. So I dropped it off. As soon as I get in the car, y'all won't believe this. Y'all going to think I'm joking. Sunday, I saged the car. As soon as I saged the car, I start hearing the brakes. The next day, which is my date yesterday, I picked up the phone. And as soon as I pulled off, the car was leaning, like this steering wheel, like was like dragging bad. And something told me to keep going, don't turn around, keep going, and just go to the graveyard. Because I could have turned around, made a U-turn, and came back to my house, but I live out west. I went to the graveyard. By the time I got to the graveyard, I said, as soon as I get there, I said, I'm going to pull up and I'll just see if something wrong, like if I need to get a new tire or something. Soon as I turned the car off, the tire went flat. Just like that. I took a deep breath and I said, my God. Because not only did I hear that was it something wrong with the tire, I started hearing the brakes even worse. And I'm like, how does so much stuff happen to a person that's trying? I say people don't even get it. And they'll still mistreat you even though they know you're trying. They'll mistreat you just to mistreat you. And they don't even care. And it just, this last week, like the last 5 days, honestly, men, it just reminded me that, like, if you somebody out there and you know you are working towards a goal and you know you got like a lot of stuff working against you, you know you feel like you don't have anybody in your corner, you know you feel like you can't even talk to people about even the fresh ideas, good ideas, the days that you have a hiccup, you know, the days that it might be a minor setback, the days where you might want to switch your plans, even if you're one of those persons that don't have anybody that you really feel like you could talk to, understand you, or even listening, let alone hearing all of that. Only thing I could do is tell you to do what I do. I just find another space in my head to go in and continue to look at things as if I'm in the woods and I'm just trying to get out. And that's when I go and I work harder. That's what I do. But that don't mean that it don't still, it still is not going to bother you on the inside. That just means that you've outgrown yourself, and you really should give yourself a pat on the back, because most people will give up. But if you feel like you still in your head and you got a fighting chance, that means you somewhere where a lot of people ain't. And that's how I feel about it. I feel like I'm just somewhere where a lot of people not, and it's going to be like that. And I'm telling you, trust nobody. Not right now. Right now, don't. This ain't the season, because everybody got their hand in the pot for something to pull out. But whereas where it should be, everybody got their hand up under the pot to keep it lit. Because if you all put your hand under the pot and act like fire to keep it lit, something will pop. Flames will come out. You will see where there is smoke, there is fire. But people are so selfish until they don't understand that. They don't understand stuff like that. And that's why I found it's a lot of people I don't even like to talk to. I said to myself, I said at the end of the day, I'm going to pick and choose where I go at, because I'm not going to waste my energy on conversations of asking certain questions like, who is your next of kin when you pass away? But the problem with it is, it's so many communities, so many people, Black people, that honestly don't know stuff like that. But what happens is, you got a lot of channels that are on here that do offer that type of information. But YouTube being so particular of who they want to outgrow and shine, they not showing those channels. But that's what people don't understand. People don't get it. And I'm not going to stop. So every Friday at 8 p.m., I'm searching for a small channel, even if I got to be the only one to drop the flyer at you. I'm still going to be searching, because eventually it'll snowball. So every Friday at 8 p.m., the prize is $100, plus you get all the support you can get from me. Yeah. And I didn't ask for any money, but if you ever want to hit tip jar, you're more than welcome to hit that tip jar. And you better know it. But I still will do whatever I could do for you, whether you hit that jar or not. And people don't understand that when you feel something so passionate and compassionate like that, you know, people don't understand this is the time you're supposed to catch the Beyoncés. This is the time where you're supposed to catch the Rihannas. But people don't understand that because they're too busy looking up, but they forgetting what's up got to come down. And I'm down right now. But growing up, because as long as you plant the roots, you got all open doors to lay the foundation. Once you know that foundation laid and ain't no cracks, because you done scoured it, then you can start building. And y'all better understand what those different layers are. And while you are building on your foundation, you have to also remember that wolves turn on each other. So always watch your back while you're doing it. And everybody not going to understand the conversation that I'm having, and it's not meant for everybody to understand. Because if I'm having this conversation, one smart person going to follow me. But I know one thing, I know what I'm talking about, because if you look at the corporations that are crumbling, look at the banks that are falling. If I'm not mistaken, I got something to tell me that Capital One just took over. I don't know if they took over all of Discover, but they took over some of Discover. I got the mail. And I'm saying to myself, what the hell? What goes up must come down. Imagine if you clear out everything out your house. How clean is it going to be? Immigration. People don't understand it, but it's true. Imagine cleaning out your house and you know this job worth $18 an hour. Who gonna undercut you? Y'all are working on the same platform, unless now you got people undercutting you that's on disability. Okay? You got to pay attention. But if you clear the house out, start clearing your house out, you will see where the growth could be at. It'll open up. That's why I tell you, even with Anton Massey over in New Orleans, you can't go over there looking to shoot the governor, because the governor gonna pistol whip you and shoot you down. You got to go to the lowest level, like I've been, the lowest level with nobody. And it's almost like you start off in a, it's like I'm starting off like I was in a dungeon at one point. But now I'm like in the open room looking for the person to talk to, trying to get more understanding. So you got to hit low first. That's when you chipping at it. You got to chip at it. When you keep chipping at stuff, you got to keep chipping at it. That Anton Massey case, whether y'all believe me or not, that case is going to be huge. But people not looking at it. They only looking at his criminal record. I promise you. I can see it from here. But at the end of the day, I did not come to stay long. I did say that I was going to only do 20 minutes. But I just start talking because I just got into my conversation. But I did want to tell my men hello, how y'all doing? Anybody that flew in, anybody that came to speak, I definitely appreciate you. Hey, Ben. Ben came in. I see Stacy came in. Temper came in. Iron came in. Iron Wolf is also Neil's. He also came in. Dark Reactions came in. Dark Reactions, y'all stay tuned. So I went on the Kendra G show. So Dark Reactions is supposed to be reacting to me on the Kendra G. I said, then someone messaged me where they done reacted to me on some video. I'm like, I go to these people's house, and then when I leave their house, they react on me like that. Now, who in the hell would have told them to do that? I say, man, I'm going to have my own content for real. I should just drop all my content and start all over again and see where I get at. If I clear my whole field again. I ain't doing that, but I'm just saying. I did clear quite a few videos today, though. So thank you, anybody out there that did give me that like. I appreciate that. That lets me know that there is someone out there that's listening and they appreciate watching me. I appreciate talking too. And sometimes I appreciate reading. I appreciate listening. And I also appreciate giving feedback. And I appreciate getting feedback. Because I tell people all the time, I'm being honest with you. I'm always going to be the first one to take accountability for something I do or said. Now, if I tell you sorry, then I'm sorry. But if I tell you I apologize, I really, 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 really mean it. Y'all better start getting to know that. Blunt sage. Y'all know I'm always going to like my blunt sage, especially when I'm with my men. The reason why I definitely, when I'm talking about Anton Massey, when I'm talking about Carmelo Anthony, at some point or another, y'all will see me like my sage. But when I'm with my men, I do like the light sage too. The reason why I like the sage, because one thing about it, men need to understand how to relax as well. Even if they just relaxing because they see me relaxing, whatever. And you can just, sometimes you got to take a breath so deep until it's like, damn, I didn't think I was going to breathe. Like, damn. So I appreciate everybody peeping in, peeping out, peeping around the corner, peeping in the streets, and peeping. And you know what I want to tell y'all too before I end this? Don't be supporting people that don't support you back. And I mean it. I mean it. Because I find that so many want me to support them, but they don't know how to support me back. And I'm like, no. Not when I just went on your panel, on your stage. Well, they call their panels different than me. My stage is my stage. My men is on my panel, and my chat is my chat. Period. That's how I feels about it. Okay. So, because I really could stay on. I could stay on. I could do just what I'm doing. I don't have to do what I'm doing. It don't even matter where I'm doing it at. I'm just actually sitting up here chilling. You got Rational just came. Why did Rational come in when I said men only? Rational came in and said that's grassroots. What's grassroots, Rational? This man don't know how to come in and do men only. Men only mean no work. The only one work is me. I didn't ask you to come in, Rational. But you know what? I'm gonna scratch that from the record, because Rational and I have an understanding. When we at work battling it out, we at work. When we at our men only live, how you doing today, Rational? Thank you so much for flying in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's everything going, Rational? And then I noticed Rational flew in when I was flying out. Y'all notice that? I might have to add Rational to my line of Men only for my man cave. Because regardless to what I talk about, Carmelo Anthony, young rational go telling me that he from Texas. And I'm saying, okay, rational, you from Texas. But how you know the law and you gonna tell me the word again and then call it premeditated when somebody done punch you and you had to tell them don't hit me again? See? But we're not talking about business. Rational and I already have this understanding that he knows that I'm a beast at work, but this is our calm down time. And Rational said, I'm chilling, just listening. Thank you so much, Rational. I definitely appreciate you chilling and just listening. And be prepared for work tomorrow, because you better know it. And then the thing of it is, I got so many knuckleheads. But again, anybody out there in my parking lot, I definitely thank you. I appreciate you flying in. And I do want to tell you again, stop supporting people that don't support you. I do want to tell you also, as long as you're being true, as long as you're telling your own truth, as long as, for me, as long as you have the Lord at the head of your life, and number 3, as long as you don't change who you are, I think you're okay. But whenever you got a 911, that means you have to put a footprint in your blueprint. You do what you have to do. You got the right to change you when you see fit. Don't let other people change you just because they see what they see out of you. Tell them to look in the damn mirror. First of all, they probably need to change their clothes anyway. That's right. And I've learned that, you know what? It's so weird. And I can't wait to get these men to ask them that. What I got on is so cute. It is very cute. I normally was about to show you out. I'm like, they don't want to see what I got on, child. And I used to show what I have on all the time. I just didn't do it lately. But anywho, it be like a toss up with me sometimes, because I honestly be wondering. I don't wonder, I know the truth, but the men not gonna say it. I be wanting to ask you men, especially my men on the panel, if anyone answer, because sometimes they get a little tongue twisted and twangled and they don't want to answer the question. I tell you, I ask a question and they really don't answer the question. They do the answer like this much, but it's okay, because I wanted to know, why is it that sometimes the men have so much hostility in relationships and so prideful in those relationships and in their day to day, but they know how to control it when they at work? Anybody? Hey, Clue Studio. Clue Studio flew in and said, I love that outfit. Thank you so much, Clue. I definitely appreciate you for that. How you doing? How's everything going? Even though I'm speaking to you and you ain't speak yet, but I definitely appreciate the compliment. How you doing, Clue Studio? Is everything okay? Okay. You speaking? Did we sleep together last night? This coming from somebody that telling me, but I don't know nothing about $1 million home. This coming from him. That same one who just flew in and didn't speak yet. That same one. I mean, still, see, this is what I'm telling you. Have not said hello yet. What man come in and don't even speak? I mean, tell me, men, do y'all think that's right? Because you know what? One thing about it, it is women out there that still are looking for gentlemen. And I'm not saying it's not about you, Clue Studio, unless it is. I'm just saying that it is women out there. And I seen that you have some men that say, I guess I'm a woman that ruins it for the other women. No, I feel like if those other women learned from what we trying to teach them, they wouldn't have to go through the trials and tribulations that they probably gonna be faced with. Especially if they man don't open the door for them. Rational say, I think it's because us men take the stress from work. Hey, Rational, you know I asked you 15 questions in the last 3 months and you only answered that one question. I tell you the truth, oh Lord. I have asked Rational 31 questions. This is the first one Rational answer. And I told Rational, I said, if I ask you a question and you telling the truth, I'm going to agree with you cold-heartedly. Ain't no way I cannot agree. Rational said, I think it's because us men take the stress from work home. I just asked Rational 43 questions, and that's the first question that Troll and Rational have answered. He right there. All you got to do is ask him in the chat, hey, Rational, is she telling the truth? Yes. And then we going to be done. Then y'all going to see. I don't be lying. I just say what I said. Clue say women take the stress from home to work. But can you sleep in your house, though? He say 42 and a half. Hey, Clue, can you sleep in your house? Clue Studio said women take the stress from home. They take the stress from home to work. Now, it was okay when the man brought it from work. So you got a woman taking it to work. See, the way Clue looking at it is they go gossiping at the job. You want the gossiping at work or you want the gossiping at home? You are able to go home, can't you? You are able to get you some sleep. I know it doesn't matter. You still made the statement. Clue Studio say not my women, not my women, other women. It doesn't matter which one you said. It's still referencing to a woman. So I'm responding. So even if you're a woman, because you're making a statement, even though you're not talking about your woman, so I'm making a mistake. I'm going to make a statement and refer to what you just said. And he said his woman doesn't work. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. I can't wait till I don't have to work. But the point remains the same. Even if you guys, so he's trying to say women. We know what he's trying to say, and I'm not changing it. At the end of the day, if the woman take the work, if the woman take the stress to work, where would you want her to drop it off at? Because if you bringing it at home and you want her to bring it back home, what the hell? Clue just always act like he just got that much of control and he run things, and he probably do. He probably do. Rational say, I'm not being funny. I have asked Rational. Y'all go look at the lives. I'm going to start clipping it. I have asked Rational umpteen questions. And umpteen is beyond 45. And I promise you, this is the first question he has answered. And I told him, I'm going to agree with him. But when I asked him what started the situation with Carmelo Anthony and the deceased, rest in peace, and he have yet to answer me. He gave me an ass answer. He said, oh, because Austin asked Carmelo Anthony to move from under the seat. I said, God damn it, you wrong. That ain't it. That's not what started it. Like, why can't I get one knucklehead to tell me what started it? Ben just flew in and said, people can drop off their stress sitting on a bench outside taking a deep breath, but that's just a suggestion. Thank you. You know what I have started doing? I got to a point, band, to where I decided not to, like, if something bothering me, not to release it in my house. So that now that you say that, I really appreciate that, because that's what I started doing. I walk out the door when I got the vent, and sometimes I slip because I'm a work in progress, but I walk out the door and I'm like, I want to vent out there so that I don't bring it back in. And people really, but honestly, band, some people think, like, hearing a person like you and I speak like this, they're like, oh, come on, man, this, like, they feminist. And I'm like, but I had a question for anybody that's listening. I have a question. So I want to know, am I considered a feminist even if I was raised with all men and no women? I want to know, would I be considered a feminist? And I've been married 31 years, separated. Oh my goodness, listen, y'all. Today, oh man. Today, 10/29, July 1st. That's 3 years ago today, I've been separated. I'm glad that came up. And it's 10/29. Rational said a feminist wouldn't have a men's only. Exactly. And you would not believe, if I go to someone else's house, someone else's channel, and I defend women, they'll call me a feminist. And it'd be so funny because I look at them and I say, should I drop that bomb on them or should I leave these poor people alone? I say, because no matter which way I go, they gonna come with their malest mentalities, and they don't want to admit and own that. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so surreal how the pot calls the kettle black. But how could you be a feminist? How could I be a feminist doing a men's only live? But how could I be a feminist being raised up in the house with males? And I'm my dad's only girl. How does that work? But you have some people that would still call me a feminist. But this before I tell them that. And then when I tell them that, they'll run to something else. I say, these the runningest rats I've ever met. Like, Peabody Grace. At the end of the day, I'm just going to go back to this. Make sure. Rational said, I think it's because you come off strong-willed, and some men can't handle that. You know what? But you know what? Yeah. Okay, so on that side of it, me getting on the stage, I would agree. Because I stand firm on it. And then especially if you say something and you're asking them, I get what you're saying too, because I won't get off of it, and I won't. I have been on the stage where they have even called me a monkey, a igger, because I wouldn't get off it. I'm like, I don't give a damn, but I wouldn't even call them names like that. I call it Peabody brain, little names like that, knucklehead, knuckle sandwich heads, because a lot of them are Peabody brains and knuckle sandwich heads. At the end of the day, you're a knuckle sandwich head, and you can tell they're knuckle sandwich heads and they tongue twisting twanglers. And at the end of the day, you like, okay, come on, knuckle sandwich head. And then I might say something like that, and they not used to that. I don't know what they be used to on the stage, but it's like I start giggling. Especially when I feel like I know I'm telling the truth, I start giggling, and the man say, it's not funny. The man told. I said, wait a minute, this man done lost his goddamn mind. Do he not know? I'm talking about Carmelo Anthony. So I sit on this knuckle sandwich head house staged a couple weeks ago. He tells me, so he says something that was it was so funny until I had to laugh at him. And so I went to giggling, and he said to me, "You're a monkey." He didn't say you're a monkey at that moment, but he basically called me a monkey, and he was trying to make it clear that it wasn't funny. And I'm saying to myself, yeah, knuckle sandwich head, you know I know when you talking about Carmelo Anthony, you know I know it ain't funny. Do you not know how I feel about that case? And you gonna tell me it ain't funny? I said, see, that right there is how I know he know. No. Every question I asked this little pedo, he could not give me an answer. I say, these people, oh my goodness. Rational, no. Ask Rational. He right there. He's the man on this panel. Rational don't never agree with me with Carmelo Anthony. But I've asked Rational 52 questions, and Rational gave me one answer tonight. He won. He's proof. Matter of fact, he's so much proof, just ask him. He'll tell you, and I don't even know why Rational just bothers me. Like he'll come, like he no good. I don't know why he come around for Carmelo Anthony, especially. And I got a Carmelo Anthony live tomorrow. And somebody call 911. Somebody had the nerve to tell me about this money. Do y'all not remember how much money they raised for George Zimmerman? Nobody don't remember how much money they raised for George Zimmerman. I know y'all say, what in the hell this girl got on? I got my hair braided down, and I got my one Scully hat on, and then I got my Berdema on. And I just wrapped it in the bow tie, and I kept on going, child. I say, I don't know what these people talking about. I got to do me. I might do me a video tonight. Then again, I might not. I done got so damn lazy. I'm like, Lord, please. I'm so tired of people coming on top of my head like this. Every time I look around, somebody got something to say in my ear. I'm like, damn, can anybody just say something nice? But you know what? And somebody did. Tonight at 9:45 Eastern time, in the comments, Iron Wolf said, you're a beautiful soul. And you know what, to be honest with you, earlier I said, man, you got to give me a break, man. Ain't no way. And I was like, you got to give me a break. It's like, I said, man, Lord, I can't trust nobody. I said, you got to give me a break. And it's appreciative that I even went back and said that. Yeah, I said, I got so much stuff going on my head. I said, and can anybody just say something like outside of all of that? And Niels came in and said, you're a beautiful soul. I appreciate that. Rational said, when someone brings racial slurs, it means they don't have an argument. Exactly. That right there takes my breath away. Now, Rational made a rational comment tonight. I never thought I'd hear it out of him a day in my whole soul. When a person starts using racial slurs, it means they don't have an argument. And not only racial slurs, when they start using heavy artillery profanity, because I will talk, I say, oh, hell no, that's a damn lie. You know, I use surface. Even though surface can be vulgar as well, but use the F-bomb, the B word, the S, use that language. Use my old potty mouth. And you would not believe. So today, again, marks 3 years of my separation, still married but separated. And on July 17th, that day will mark 3 years that I stopped using the B word, the F word now, the S word now. I'm going to always make a vow that I would stop using that word, heavy artillery, because I chose to. That day I said I didn't want to use it, I stopped. Point in case, don't get me out of that type of character either. Then I won't have to revert back to that. And that's what people don't understand. When you make vows to yourself, you don't owe it to anybody else. If you got to break your own promise, that means you breaking your own heart. Do not live for other people. Y'all got to learn how to live for you. And some people don't get that. The man was saying, oh, go to Africa, live in Africa, this right here, that right there. But meanwhile, he telling me how all the other immigrants and the foreigners are able to come over here and make it and come up. Let them do it in their own town and see what happened. Let's see why y'all trying to say, oh, when they come over here, you know, they help build a community, economy, da-da-da-da-da. But why can't they build their own? I don't have anything, no problems with immigration. I don't have anything and no problem with foreigners. What I have a problem with is when the panel I was on, they want us to go over to Africa. I don't have a problem visiting Africa, but I don't want African goulash. I don't feel like retraining my stomach. I'm not being funny. It's stuff like that where people not paying attention to, and y'all think it's me being funny, but I promise you, I can't eat that goulash, man. Not that, no. So I got to go over there and become the new foreigner. But what about this? If everybody go back the way they belong, I wonder what money and roots and foundation and no cracks and buildings can begin. I wonder. How about that for not liking whites? I that Trump. I that. I'm looking at the bigger picture because I'm up in the air right now because that's where everything at right now. But when this economy level back out, things go up, must come back down. And I'm going to say it again before I close out. If you have a small channel, if you have a channel, bring your channel to the panel. It's $100, but it's more than $100. It's more than that. It's the support. It's me helping you clean up your channel to help you with things, that even if it's the basic things, and then refer you out to another channel that can help you. But boots stay on the ground, but everything else is in the air. If you got a small channel, come out on Fridays, 8 p.m. Show your channel to the panel. The men are the judges. I think I'm going to do a limit because I'm the one that showcased the channel. I'm going to probably do as it grow. I'm going to do, for right now, I spend whatever time I want to spend on the channel. Not whatever time, but maybe like 10 or 15 minutes per channel. But as it grow, I probably would spend less time. I don't know yet because it depends on how much I got to convince these men to accept that channel. Oh, it's going to get fun if I can get my men in line and understand that there's a lot of channels out here, man, that are interesting that we don't know. Ben says there are too many diseases in You know, I even forgot about AIDS. Why they sending us over to Africa? I hope I said Africa, or did I say Africa? Whichever one. Did you? And listen, y'all can say what y'all want to say. Ban can hold this conversation. The reason why Ban can hold this conversation is because Ban is about to get his license to be a pharmacist. He's getting ready to start school, and we will be there for him every step of the way. As a pharmacist, you don't think he know where the diseases and stuff are at? You don't think he know where it come from? You don't think he know about the medications? There are too many diseases in Africa, from the Ebola virus to the Zari virus, more specifically in Sierra Leone, though. You think he making it up? He's a pharmacy tech now at a hospital. He's not going to make that up. But they're telling us to go to Africa and start building. How are you going to, listen, if it's that easy for us to go to Africa and start building, I want to know why there's so many Nigerians scamming Americans. I got a video that I was supposed to do, which I might even show it tomorrow, because I need to go back on there. The guys that are on there, those guys literally were saying, and there's nothing wrong if you're saying go and visit our motherland. They said AD after death or BC before Christ, I had ancestors over there. Can you help me trace that line back? That's why when I get over there, them damn Africans and Nigerians say, she ain't from here. I know for a fact she ain't from here. Did you hear how she was talking? Did you see what she got on? I know she didn't get that purse from over here. I better ask her about some things in America, because I wonder, can she get some of my products back in America? Now, if you could go and do that type of business, then that's different. But if you can't go over there, if you got to go over there and you got to start over again, as if you the new foreigner, that means you need to tighten up where you already got things in place and start working off of what you got in your own motherland. I'm not saying that Africa isn't a motherland, but for me, if you going back into AD after death and BC before Christ, then we can bring up Africa for me. But when you talk about the motherland of where I'm at today, my motherland is here. So trying to insult me and belittle me and downgrade me, I don't accept that. And that's what I see people do. The conversation yesterday, I was so set back by, why are all of our foreigners telling us how to live over here? I am lost black men yesterday from other country, of course, and was literally degrading one of the men, saying that he was, what's that word they call it? Gaslighting. I said, how is he gaslighting? He's basically saying that we are a big nation. Why do we got to go to a country that's not bigger than our nation and start over? Now, if you're telling me that because you got connections to get me over there, and I don't have to go over there and start from the bottom to find out things, because remember, when a lot of the Nigerians are over here, they do not like your ass. Peoples, they don't like the black people. We know they like the white people because they feel like they're going to get in the door. But they still starting over here. And if they didn't start over, they were sent over here with X amount of money and stuff to be able to maintain. And you better believe they got connections over here. Why don't we have that when we go over there? And I asked the guys that, so if y'all feel that strong about it, why aren't y'all providing the services to get this started? They never can answer the questions. Rational say the ironic part is life itself started in Africa. Correct. And honestly, Rational, be honest. I don't see Africans coming over here asking me who I am. I don't. When they come from over there, I don't see them asking us or acting like they gives a damn about whether or not we're okay. Because if that's the case, I have come across so many where, I mean, I'll be honest with you, they're okay with me. But I've come across so many where they're very selfish and stingy towards a lot of Americans, especially Black Americans. So you're telling me to go to Africa, but I need the people that's already in Africa to help me maintain. But if they not treating me accordingly, how do I go over there and maintain? So I'm starting over again as the new foreigner. But I would like to go to Africa to visit. But what I heard yesterday, that wasn't a fair fight. And then Ben say they don't. From what I heard, a lot of Nigerians and Guyanas call Black Americans over here I'm telling you, the way they were yesterday, the way they were on the live, matter of fact, I need to repost that live. I couldn't believe it. I'm saying to myself, y'all got to be kidding me. I said, well, I tell y'all what, since you're telling me that is like that and y'all got it like that, how about everybody go back to their homeland and let me see you build your own land and let me see how much richer you are. And then I told them, I said, on top of that, peoples, I want to ask you a question. If the United States ain't all of that, why every time we go to war, we shut it down? Why did we drop one bomb, one missile, whatever you want to call it, and shut that down? Why, when things go on, they got to tag the United States in it? Why? Because we the earth? Like that? So stop coming. Nobody's downing Africa. But you know good and well, everybody would not be able to make it in Africa. I do honestly feel like I would. But I don't want to relearn their food. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that. I would love to go to Africa to visit. I would love to go to Africa and do pictures and stuff. I would love to go to Africa, and if I can get a connection over in Africa as far as coming over there to visit and stuff like that, I would even love to do something like that. But what I'm not going to do is go over there and start all over in Africa when I know we might be getting rid of, honestly, not being funny, but we might be getting rid of a lot of Africans, like really that's from Africa in our days, modern days. They are from Africa. Modern days, they're from Africa. So if we send them back, which is our richest country, they say Africa is rich, they wouldn't have to be over here doing what they're doing because they're already in a country that's providing and that's giving them the nourishment that they need to continue on and grow their country. So I wonder what will happen if we start getting rid of so much debt. When a person comes over and they have a baby here and they're illegal, why should the baby be American? But when I go to other countries, my kid is still American. Please. Ben say, I'd love to visit the pyramids in Egypt and yes. Yes, Ben. I'm looking to go to UK. I want to go to either China or Korea or both. I want to go to Dubai. And I also want to go back over to another part of Mexico. I don't know why I just want to go to Mexico. But I want to go to those countries. Yep. I've never been to Jamaica, and I said I want to go to Jamaica. Then some parts tell me I want to go to Jamaica, and then other parts tell me I don't. But I want to go in a way, and then sometimes I'm like, yeah, man. Okay. So and I definitely want to go to Egypt as a vacation. That would have to be like a month or maybe 2 weeks. I don't know, because I might get in one and want to stay 2 or 3 days longer. Like I ain't ready to go yet. That's probably anywhere for me. I'm like, I'm not ready to go, especially if I already chose to go and I see where I'm gonna be at and they telling the truth. I'll be ready to go. Thank you so much for those hearts. I definitely appreciate it. Whoever sent those hearts up just now, you think I didn't catch that? I caught those hearts. I love those hearts. Thank you. I definitely appreciate it. And people be asking me, do you do topics? What's your topic? Sometimes I'm like, people so rude. What you mean, what's the topic? You don't see my man got no comments up there? That's the topic. Every comment you look at is a topic. Every comment. Even when they think they trolling me, it's still a topic. Because Clue Studio at 1022 said he's not a gentleman. Even though we had this conversation already, I'll tell y'all about Clue Studio another day. And yes, Clue is one of the men on the panel as well. And my God, the B. But you know what? I'm not going to hold anybody. You got some good stuff coming down the pipeline. And I definitely looking forward to it. I just wanted to kind of fly in for a minute and do a men only because I didn't do it yesterday and I was supposed to. Yep, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, or Sunday, and I didn't. So I said, you know what? I'm going to surprise my boys. Rational say, but, not but. Where is he reading back from where he have to add the but? You know what? I always enjoy having a conversation with my men because honestly, tonight, I needed to come and just vent. And my venting ain't that bad. It could be bad, but it ain't that bad. I try not to be that bad, but if I got to be bad, I'm going to have to say what I have to say. Because I know who I'm talking to, and as we build it, they going to know who I'm talking to too. And thank you, Ben, so much for flying in. Rational. Me and Rational, we cannot get along, but thank you, Rational, for flying in. Thank you so much, Clue Studio. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Temper, Stacy. Thank you so much, Ironwood, Dark Reactions. Definitely appreciate everybody out there that came in. Thank y'all so much for hitting that like button. If you're new here and you're true here and you know the Queen and you don't, subscribe. If not, all I can say is get to know me. Tomorrow, yes, Carmelo Anthony, 12 p.m. The Queen. That's just the news around the Queen. I'll see y'all then.